Well, kids, it's a special episode. I am in Nashville, Tennessee, here with the Will Gray from Rivet City Radio, visiting him, and we're going to hit up some stuff, seeing what merchandise we can find. First up, Target. And just like at home in North Carolina, looks like their Target is just as empty as ours. Usually one or two just figures that are floating around everywhere. So we had this Hogan, the Sultan, but this Hogan was actually only $11.99. Floating around, there were also a couple of different Funko Pops throughout the entire store, a couple wrestling, some Ninja Turtle stuff, but this hurts my little retail heart right here. All these unorganized Funko Pops, looks like they haven't been touched in weeks, and it's a whole lot of them. But this Target at least had a very big collectible section with lots of different things, not just Funko Pops, but nothing really that Will and I saw that we really wanted. So Will said he's going to take me to a couple local spots, and I guess we'll see, what they have there. Let's go. So first up, he took me to the Outer Limits. This was a cool little comic book shop. Once you walk in the door, you get another little second entrance with their cool logo up front. And right in the door, right away, were some signed wrestling belts. I think there's some CM Punk and Bret Hart on there. They had a bunch of autographed different types of figures and Funko Pops, and they were all behind locked cases and everything. Love that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Some older loose figures. Saw a little bit of the Bubbly, some luchadors, just some cool stuff. And then they also had, some common stuff that you can see multiple places. Nothing of any value, really. Hey, I didn't find anything, but Will found something at this comic book shop. The China Playboy. Where's that gonna go?
In my office.
Office. Spare bathroom is an office or not? Office. Well, then we walked next door to Big Lots, and literally they just had a bunch of these figures right up front. Nothing really different behind them. Just some basics. But, the basics aren't that bad. That monster truck with Big E that is in every retail establishment that I can find that has toys. But if you're a DVD collector, they had a ton of these. I wish I was a DVD collector, but I can just stream them. Next up, he took me to The Great Escape, and this reminds me of a place near home for me. And they had a little bit of everything, especially if you were into vinyl and DVD. But look at this old school user manual for SmackDown back in the day. I think it was too cool. Next up, beside of it, we also had the WWF or WWE All-Star video game, little joypad that they had. Which is something different to see out in the wild. But found a Chase Funko Pop of The Rock, which was kind of cool. And just like every collectibles place, lots and lots of Funko Pops. Some cool old school X-Men figures. But this place had everything: vinyl, cassettes, DVDs, collectibles, trading cards, a little bit of everything. But this was only one of the two locations that I saw. And to end it all, kids, a whole section devoted just to wrestling DVDs. Nothing that I picked up on this trip at either place, but definitely some place that I would say I'll come back to if I ever get to Nashville. Well, as always, thanks, Will. Look at this. Look at this VHS. I owned that as a kid. This makes me feel really old. But I appreciate Will taking me to a couple different places. Again, if only I still collected VHSs and DVDs.